so I'm not going to video much, but 1969 Dodge Coronet we just snagged from Jacksonville, North Carolina. A regular Joe, 440, 360 car. Just a cool piece, you know, it just needs to get up out of here. Been sitting for a while. But yeah, we'll get it on the trailer. Not much to see there, and then we'll continue. No turning back now. Underneath this tarp, 1969 Dodge Coronet. You just don't find these things anymore. Local car, 35 miles up the road. My buddy and I got in our truck. As soon as it popped up, we went over and looked at it. We snagged it. Let's do the walk around. So we're gonna go through this, and I haven't seen nothing besides the box of crap he threw in here with it. And other than that, that is about it. So I'm excited. This car here has a little different flavor. You'll see what I mean when I open the door. Sitting in a gentleman's driveway probably for the last, I don't know. No, not on his driveway, on the side of his house. And the story goes, he bought it for his wife and they wanted to, I can't remember if they thought it was a Super B, and I'm sorry, Brad, if I'm getting the story wrong, because I'm sure you're going to watch this, or you were going to make a Super B. I can't remember what you said. But anyway, this unfortunately is not a Super B. This is still a cool car, but this is just a regular Joe 1969 440, and that's the trim package. If you don't know that, 440 does not mean it's got a 440 in it, which I wish it did. That's just the trim package that Dodge gave the Coronets, and it's kind of like a mind teaser. It's like, man, why would you do that? This is an original 318 car. I think I want to say F code. Don't quote me on that. I'll look right now though. It is a F code. I'm right. So 318 car, just automatic transmission. I don't know the gears or nothing in the rear. It's probably a highway gear. But now she has a nice small block 360 in it. And let's pop the hood. Let's do the talk. Well, we found out that it wasn't a 360. It was the original 318 still in the car. So you'll see that further in the video. I love the color of this car. I want to say it was an original gold car. The only thing I do not like, and I think this is probably like one of those 90s builds, you know, when this stuff was cool. And when I mean cool, like the bumpers are painted. And I just don't like that. I'd rather have some chrome bumpers. It's just not my style. But you know, probably in the 90s, this was the bee's knees right here. So anyway, we got needs some love in this engine compartment, as you can see, which that's why I'm here. It's no problem, I will do it. It's a complete 360 though, so at least, you know, we're working with something. I don't have a head in the trunk. I don't have the intake manifold laying in the front seat. That's always a bonus. And the alternator is actually on the dang thing. Usually that's hanging with the spacers all jacked up in it and the belt going crooked. You Mopar guys know what I'm talking about, or any old car guys. We have an aluminum intake, and the story I was told is he replaced the intake manifold gasket, and he says he don't know what he did. He might have got flopped over when he was putting intake on, but when he fired it back up, the engine was shooting coolant out the back. So what I'm thinking is the water jacket's obviously not sealing, and it's just pushing water right out the back. No big deal. we're just gonna, that'll be the first thing we do, is pull this intake off, and we will go ahead and reseal that and put it back on. We did pull the battery out a few days ago just to see if it'll take a charge, but other than that, like I said, I took some fiber towels, microfiber towels out of the back, and we pulled it here, and this is where she's been sitting. So now I'll get a chance to really see what she's made of, see if she got any balls, which I doubt it. That's okay though, and yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. The oil, we did check this when we were buying the car. Looks like got a brand new oil change on it. I mean, that stuff's blonde as day. My kind of girl. I mean, my kind of oil right here. So that looked good. Transmission, just for shits and gigs, I'll pull this thing out. Let's see what she looks like here. Not the worst I've ever smelt. Definitely needs a little bit of transmission fluid. I see got a nice chrome coil. Chrome get you home. Chrome valve covers with the twist sticks for racing purposes. Disc brakes, we've noticed that it had disc brakes in the front, drum in the back, because it's got this nice chrome master cylinder. That thing is pretty. Not to mention, it's got the small brake booster, which I always like those. And let's see, what else can I tell you? That's about it. We're still rolling the same stock exhaust manifolds, unfortunately. That's fine though. The radiator, let me check in here. I didn't even check this yet. See if she got any coolant in her. She's dry right now. Alright. One thing I did notice when we were buying the car is the fender tag is not the same fender tag to match the VIN. Unfortunately, I don't know. I think this was another Dodge Coronet fender tag, but it's definitely not to this car. And how you could tell is the last, was it 6 digits on this fender tag do not match the 6 digits on the VIN, which is right there. Let's go inside. No, I'm not. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna surprise you guys with that inside, because that inside, boy, that's tasteful in there. Let's pop the trunk. How about that? What's going on here? Open. All right. Here we go. And we already popped the trunk when we were buying the car. I just want to see how bad the rust is. So I got an idea what was in the trunk. I got a nice little scissor jack. They did do the pan from, I want to say, like, just cut it out. You can tell this is not the original pan. Did a nice job on the paint though. Kind of looks like factory. It's like got a texture to it. I see we got some horns up there. We got the 2 horns. I wonder why I didn't put those back on. Who knows? Now that's a bad boy horn. I don't know. What the freak is that? Oh my gosh, who knows? Now these American racing rims are about worthless. It totally does not make this car look good at all. I want to go with, man, 5 years ago, I had stacks of slots around here. I was finding them all day long. And now it seems like I cannot find like a 10-inch 15 by 10 slot for a Mopar. Not as easy as I used to. These kind of cars like this, like I want to throw a Keystone, a Krager, or a slot. I'll even do a steel slot. Just anything to get that 70s look. That's what these cars always makes them pop. So we're gonna have some different wheels and tires coming in. We'll put them on. You guys let me know what you think when that time comes. But other than that, that's what I want to do, aluminum slots. They're just so damn hard to find. Now you can get them. You're just gonna pay to play. And you know, when you're trying to sell a car like this, we're not keeping this thing. You know, you don't want to throw a lot of money into it. All right. Let me go over here now and pull this box. I still don't want to show you the inside because I know you're going to get too excited about that. Because that inside, boy, whew. I'm excited though to go through this car. That's what I'm excited. Let me just put this hood down so I can stack some stuff up here. I think we're good on the engine compartment though. Like, I just don't feel there's anything that looks too crazy in there. Knock on wood. I mean, if it's just an intake manifold and I put the key in and give her a fire up and she's good, golden, I just want to like tidy it up a little bit. I forgot to sniff the fuel. Let me sniff the fuel. Oh, not bad. Doesn't smell bad, so we're good there. It's got some good looking dual exhaust on it. Kind of comes out at an angle, which is kind of flavorful. Still not showing you the inside yet. We got some rubber gloves. That's always good. I always like to have them handy. We have some gaskets for the intake manifold, probably a little gasket kit. We have some zip ties. You always need those. Throw them in my zip tie collection. What we got here? We got Crest for that gum detoxifier. When you got some jacked up gums, I guess, I don't know. Or some quick access when you got somebody in the back, I guess. Who knows? Got some Windex. Oh, I was gonna look at this here. Now, here's what I was always kind of a dummy when I started doing cars 15, 20 years ago. I mean, I've always been in the car since I was a kid, but when I started like fixing them, get them running, driving, all that crap, that was when I was stationed up in DC. And I watched Richard Rollins when him and Aaron Kaufman started Gas Monkey Garage, and I was hooked, and I was always in the cars, and I always had a bunch of hot rods, and I was like, I could do the same thing they're doing, and that's when I started. And yeah, it's been downhill ever since. But what I was trying to say is, I used to give my service manuals away with the cars I sold, and I'm like, not anymore. I am not giving the '69 Coronet service manual away. No way, Jose. That's going right on in my library. What I was going to show you is Brad gave us some cool stuff here, some nice parts. Now, the car, oh, it don't have, let's see, oh, well, he gave me a rally gauge bezel, but like this don't have rally gauge though. This is a regular Joe. This is a long rectangle, so I don't know what we're thinking about doing on that. Oh, I remember. Okay, so they were thinking about making this a clone Super Bee. These are the Super Bee stickers. I don't think Larry and I are going to make it a clone. I think we're going to keep it as is, regular Joe. So those will probably just go on the shelf. We have a brand new odometer. Yeah, it's Tech. 1 to 10. This thing's probably hitting at least a 7. Perfect voltmeter here. We got oil pressure gauge. Right now, this is probably about, shoot, what do you guys say? $350, $400 for these? For this whole set? Miles per hour gauge. And this stuff is not going in this car. This is going on our shelf for another bad to the bone hot rod. Maybe a volts? Oh, fuel. It's always nice to have a fuel gauge. Hey, more rags. Just some more rags. What I grabbed out of the back seat when I first started. Got some more rags in here. What's that? A newspaper from Jags. Alright, that's about, I mean, I can really start digging, but let me take you inside and show you this work of art. Don't get yourself all up in arms. I know. I already know. You don't have to tell me. Ostrich seat upholstery, I think. cool in 93. Not so much anymore. But hey, it is what it is. I don't think we're going to change too much. This is the way she is. It's not like I got an extra bench seat for a 69 Coronet just laying around either. So, this is the way she rolls. Now, I will tidy all this crap up. Look at those freaking pedals. You guys see that? That is definitely a cool flavor. Not so much what I would be into. So, those are probably going to be coming out. As you can see, the whole bezel is gone, unfortunately. I wonder what the frick happened to it. I wish it would be in here. They kind of like, the dash is kind of, I don't even know. Maybe if you get that bezel on, it'll make it look 10 times better. Who knows? Somebody put this Grant steering wheel on it. In 93, I'm sure that was the bee's knees. Now, I'd rather have the stock steering wheel, of course. Now, they painted this, and it almost looks like they clear coated the whole inside of this car with like a black. Somebody just got crazy with the spray gun. And I'm sure it looked pretty sweet back in the days, for sure. But look, oh, look here. You got the lumbar. I mean, they didn't have that in 69. The lumbar, what is that called? Like the lumbar for your lower back adjustment. So when you take them long trips in this thing, because this thing, I'm sure will make it right up the road and just leave you stranded. But anyway, you never know. So we got the stereo book. And what we got? A Pioneer up in here, nice and tight. This right here, I'm sure it had a nasty system in it. But this is coming out. This is like kind of like a homemade console thing here. Had the speakers in it. Somebody snagged all the speakers out of this car. I'm surprised they didn't put them in the door. So, she's been around a little bit for sure. Let's see. We got a nice air cleaner. These are always kind of cool. Was that like a K&N style? Got an oil filter here. Definitely doesn't need it. With the oil it's got in there, brand new. Ooh, we got a timing light. Just what I needed, another one of those. I think I got like 3 of them in the drawer and I barely use them now. What I do like though, and you know, I think I don't really want to knock this car, because it is a 69 Coronet. You ain't just gonna find one. But they did paint the door jambs, which is always nice. And we'll get down and dirty with that here tomorrow. 69 Coronet. Let's see if this bad boy's gonna, what she's gonna do here. If I was real smart, I just put a battery in it and start cranking on her. But Brad said that the intake was leaking really bad. I wonder if this thing would even shoot any gas and move. I wonder if it'd even do that. Probably don't have no gas in it. I'm thinking I at least see if she'll start before I start getting crazy, and I can move her around a little bit. Let's at least do that. Let's see what that's gonna do. I don't know. I'm just freaking spitballing here. Alright, I figured out what we're gonna do here. What I want to do is I'm gonna put the battery in, and I just want to see if any fuel will come up. This battery's on its last legs too. It won't hold a charge. So we're kind of screwed there. I don't have another battery at the moment. So, yeah, that's what we're working with. So if I can at least see if this thing turns over, which I have a feeling it ain't gonna do jack, because it's so jimmied up here. But we could try. Where is this? Don't even have a starter sound, or maybe it's down there. Huh. I don't know. See, he has anything at all. Nothing. This thing here is going to be a pig. I can see it already. Like, where's the starter relay to jump this bad boy? They just don't even have one. Don't even have one on here. That is just weird. I'm just kind of blown away that there's not even a starter relay. Like, what do you... How's that even possible? I don't know. What they did must have worked. Let me mess around more on the inside here. Starting to rain. Alright. So. Anything come on at all. Anything. Anything on at all. Anything. Nothing. Alright. Are there any toggles on this thing? Or? Okay, well, I don't have anything working. There's also no freaking fuse block. Maybe it's behind the dashboard. It's got to be that. No headlights. The wiring is a catastrophe. I could already see that. Okay, found the fuse panel. It's like the 70 Coronet, it's in the glove box. Still don't understand why I have nothing. Well, it worked like that, so we're just going to keep it like that. So I'm not going to mess with too much crap. I'm going to check this fuse panel just to make sure there isn't a bunch of pop fuses, because I have no headlights, I have no nothing. That battery should at least have 10 volts on it. Maybe not, maybe it don't have jack. So let me go get a Phillips screwdriver and see what we can do here. Alright, so I got a Phillips screwdriver here, and what I'm going to do is just open up this fuse panel in the glove box. Not really a big fan of them like this. It's kind of nice, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I just like them under the dash where they're supposed to be. I see the fuse panel. There, everything looks pretty good. Let's see what kind of battery power I have here. This battery might just be absolute dog crap. 10 volts should at least. We got a shite ground here, I see. 10 volts should at least get the party started on headlights or something. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if this thing's on a switch, something's disconnected. Could be this ground right here. I might go get a 9/16 and see what's up with that. Let's at least tighten this ground here. See if that makes a difference at all. As it's gonna start raining. Alright. I know this thing isn't gonna start, but at least can I get some headlights or anything? You know what I'm saying? I get a stereo to turn on. Nothing. Nothing. I don't know. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do, this battery might just be completely trashed. I don't know, I get my charger, at least put my charger on a 90 seconds and just see if anything's getting power at all. Let's do that. A 90-second super start. Because right now it ain't looking good for the home team at all. This thing's a wiring nightmare. I could already see that. Was an AC car. Starting to rain. So yeah, let me do that. Alright, did you guys see something that I missed? Yeah, I'm sure if you caught this. This green thing. It's on the negative side of the battery terminal. I'm going to eliminate all these, but it was a on and off switch, which I don't even know if it's still going to do anything, but at least we got one step where this thing may start. I want to try the headlights now and everything and see. Okay. Alright. Let me see something. I got a buzzer in there. Okay. We got headlights. Alright. That was a little mind bender there. That buzzer sure is kind of a cool commodity. Okay, it's for the headlights. Alright. Okay. Wow. Figuring it out here. Alright, what we're going to do, I know I keep saying alright because I'm kind of thinking myself. We're going to let this battery charge a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to start it. I was trying to get some fuel to pump. That was what I was basically trying to do. Yeah, this thing's dry as a bone. There's a nice kink right here. That don't help much at all. Alright. If I could at least get some fuel, I just want to get this thing started and moved. And then we can start seeing what the problem is with this intake and all that crap. Tidy up all these wires. Yellow and orange does not go good together. You always want to stick with black. If when in doubt, black it out. That's what I always say. Man, this is a danger ride, boy. As it's starting to rain on my camera that I just got back. I need to put an umbrella over this thing. We just got back from Walmart. It's the first time I bought a battery from old Walmart there. And my buddy was telling me that they're cheap. That's why he goes there. But man, the aggravation, it's not even worth it, really. By the time you check out, I went to the garden center. They're like, you can't check out here with that core. If you want the core, you want to change that core in, you got to go up front. So I go up front, I go to the register. They're like, no, you can't do that here. You have to go to the customer service. I'm like, good Lord. For as much aggravation it is, I should have just went to Advanced Auto and got mine. But anyway, it did save some money. You're probably looking at like, I don't know, I think this was $100. And if you go up to Advanced Auto, you're probably going to spend like $1.50, $1.60. So it was worth it. Alright, let's try this again. I just want to see if we can get some fuel to come up on this thing. So I'm going to crank on it. I basically just trying to get it to move so I could get it closer to the shop. I get tired of walking back and forth every time I need something. So we'll see what happens and then we'll go from there. See if I can get some fuel to come up. Stereo came on. Alright, let's see if there's any gas pumping. Any gas pumping at all. Not a drop. That's awesome. Is it because this line's kinked, or is there no fuel in the gas tank? What's the deal? Even if this is kinked though, I would think it would get a little bit. This is, somebody tried tricking this thing out with this Smurf pipe. It's the worst. I don't think there's any gas coming out of this thing. What I might do is pour some gas down the throat and see if it'll pull some fuel. Smurf pipe is just horrible. Alright, I'm back. Got some cherry Dr. Pepper. I'm going to toss down this thing. Just toss down her throat, see if she likes the pepper. Who don't like the pepper these days? You know what I'm saying? Alright. She probably not going to have no spark, right? Oh, it's going to be jacked. That sounds like it's like 180 out. Alright, well, we definitely got spark popping out of the carburetor left and right. That tells me I think it's about 180 out, or the firing order's jacked in it. So I'm gonna have to look up 340 firing order real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this first plug and see if I can't get top dead center, and we will see if the wire's in the right spot. Oh, is it? I can't see. It's going up. It's gotta be close. Going up. That's gotta be where it needs to be. And I think this carburetor's clogged.
I was about to take a sip out of that.
Yeah, go ahead. It's just cherry Dr. Pepper, man. Oh, it's not good to have gas when it shoots flames out of the carburetor. What did it do? Not a damn thing, did it? Sounds like it's getting spark. Sounds better too. It ain't freaking blowing back out of the carburetor. I can't tell. I can't tell what she's doing.
soda in there.
Probably. This choke needs to be, oh, it is staying down. Alright, well, next thing we need to check for is spark. Back again to what I might do is pop that distributor one more time. I'll turn this just a little more and see, jack with it, but I think we're still way out of whack here. Sounds like it's running on 7 cylinders. Gas works.
Shot it all over the place.
The gas fuel pump kicked in. That's always a bonus. Let's not have no sparks. So the fuel pump works. I hate when it does that and shoots gas all over like that, because I've had some gas fires and they ain't no joke. Let's see if we clean up some of this fuel before it. So don't get a dang firebomb back here. She definitely wants to run. She isn't sounding too healthy. That could be plug fouled out, but she ain't sounding that great at all. Carburetor could be shot like crap. Might have to go through that. You guys know all the games we have to play here. I'm gonna try one more time here. Got a leak, I see. It's in the...
You ain't got on standby or nothing?
Hmm?
You ain't got your extinguisher on standby?
No, I need the hose on standby. Screw the extinguisher. I like having water on gas. That always works better. I think it likes it right there. Come over here, you turn this key for me. One more time. One more time. Again. All right. Oh, all right. It stopped raining. Finally back. I think we got it figured out as far as why it's idling so high. I think the intake manifold is sucking air. So I might as well get down and dirty with this thing. Mosquitoes are coming in hot and heavy. And go ahead and just pull the carb. I might go through the carb too. It seems like it's not squirting very well. And go ahead and we'll pull all the wires, pull the distributor out here. We might as well just go ahead and get down and dirty with this bad boy. So I will put you in fast motion and we'll go ahead and pull that intake.
From my winter hell, I've got candles and candy. I can be your daddy if you only let me creep into your prison cell. Hey baby, can you tell I'm not a criminal? Your choice is seminal. I want you to stay true to what's right for you. No matter who or know what will others say. Just find your way. Try to stay true. Just speak low to go. I've got cigarettes and brandy, which could come in handy if you just help me loosen up my...
All right, so all this rain, and today's a nice day, but it's gonna be hot as crap. It just keeps raining here. I wanted to work on this thing out in the backyard. It's just not gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna play musical cars here. I'm gonna get the 69 Coronet up to the shop. I'm gonna get my 67 out to the front garage. We're gonna pull this in, then we're gonna be able to work on it a little bit and start getting the party going on this bad boy. So yeah, watch me play musical cars by myself. That's always a bonus. All right, Coronet is in the shop. She's ready to get tinkered on, messed with, whatever, figure out why I was leaking water so bad out the intake manifold gasket area in the back. We left off probably about 3 days ago, and the reason why is because it kept downpouring rain and I couldn't lift the hood and do any kind of work. Freaking crazy hot, 92 degrees, and with that humidity in North Carolina, man. Ooh, that's rough. So anyway, let's get her a little more comfortable. I can take my time with her now. She's in the shop, got a little AC running. We can clean out the inside, all that crap. And let me finish moving my 67 to the front garage. I'm gonna get my truck out of here, and then yeah, let's begin. Those gaskets look pretty good. I think I'm gonna roll with these. Not bad. Just trim that down just a little bit and it'll sit right in that pocket, just real nice. So that little pin, which I got just enough hanging out, which is fine, that'll work. But this pin, once you put this gasket on here, see what I'm talking about? So I messed that up. Once you put this gasket on here, it should take a lot of room up on that pin. So I shaved it a little bit, which there's probably no need to once you put all your gaskets on here. Well, it's no harm, no foul. I got just enough sticking up so it still will catch that hole in the intake, but I didn't need to do all that. I just thought for sure it wasn't sitting right. But anyway, what I can do though is I do want to trim these corks down just a little bit. There's supposed to be a pin up here too, and there isn't one. Oh yeah, those are good. Yep. Yep. I gotta shoot up to Advanced Auto, get some silicone so I could glue this bad boy down. I did order a new set of hardware for all this. I don't know when it's gonna get here, which kind of sucks because I want to get this party started today. But it's all right. We got other stuff we can do for sure. All right, real quick, while I'm waiting on parts and stuff like that, what I want to do is this carburetor worked, but it's squirting it wasn't squirting very well. So I just want to look inside of it real quick, and I'll show you as well. What we'll do is we'll just pull one of the bowls off. Let's see this real quick. And I want to get rid of like crap like this. I don't like all that stuff hanging on there. And we could give it a little look-see and kind of just see if this thing's full of crap, if it's good. This right here is just one of them carburetors you could buy like Advanced Auto or Riley's right off the showroom floor, you know. Not really my favorite Holley, but they do the job, and for a little 318 like what we got going on. Now that we figured out it was a 318, which is no big deal. We were just told it was a 360. That's no worries though. I just want to get in here. Oh lordy, 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 getting crazy. Slice that with a razor. Just pulling off this kind of stuff like you use it to, you know, to plug holes and for vacuum. I just like using the little boots, and you don't have all this craziness hanging all over the place. That looks good. Everything in there looks good. Float bowl looks a little low. Let me go ahead and pull these jets out, see if we can see through them. I think they look good though. Yeah, they're fine. This is a little... It's a little 55. I always like to look through them right up through the light. Everything looks good. Make sure they're matching. 65. Did I say the other one was a 65? I don't even remember anymore. Oh, it'd be fine. Like I said, no gunk, nothing out of the ordinary. Everything looks really good. So I am just going to put all this crap back. Make sure I don't mess up no gaskets. So these right here is what I was trying to tell you. These little boots, you get them at like a little set of them at, you get them at O'Reilly's or whatever. I think I got these at Advanced Auto or Harbor Freight, can't remember. But all these different sizes, but all I like to do is just put these right over, and then there's not a lot of lines and hoses sticking out with screws in them, just making everything look a little awkward. This one, I like to use this for my master cylinder. He's got it on the intake manifold, but you can do it there too. I just like these on the master for some reason. They got really good suck on them. But for now, we'll just plug it up with a boot and then just give it a look. See, this is for vacuum advanced. Look around, make sure there's nothing you're missing. Everything looks pretty good though. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, well, I tightened all four of the ones inside the rail there, the runners. And I must say, it spread them down. And they look like they're sitting good on there now. I swear there's about an eighth inch gap. And I didn't think, I thought I was going to have to double up. I mean, we haven't started it yet, so you never know. But I swear I thought I was going to have to double up intake manifold gaskets. But we'll see. We ain't over yet. I'm going to go ahead and put the last 4 8 in, and then we can start going from there. Well, that was a freaking nut roll. So intake manifold got on. I'm still not really comfortable with it. We're going to see if it rolls. It just feels so dang tight and not where it wants to be. Well, it is where it wants to be because I made it that way. But I'm saying it's just so tight, like it flexed itself down, and I don't know, it just don't seem right to me. But it almost like it needs 2 gaskets. I think I said that already. So anyway, we got the carburetor on. We went through the carburetor, nothing out of the ordinary. I am going to pull this screen out of the carburetor inlet, fuel inlet, just to make sure that it looks good. And we'll just keep on going. Quick, see what we got going on up in here. These plugs look really new. Alright, that's 0. Alright, we're good. Alright, we're good anyway. I just wanted to double check some stuff, but it's right where it needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put these wires on. Put the cap back on. We can start buttoning this thing up and see if she'll fire without shooting water all over it. If we shoot water, we're going to have to double up them gaskets. That's going to be another freaking 3 hour rip. So we'll just keep on plugging away and crossing our fingers. So we got everything back together the best I'm going to get it right now. You see me? I don't want to go too crazy and start dialing everything. I'm going to, make these wires look good and all this crap. I still got to put the upper radiator hose on. I just want to at least see if this thing is going to start and see if it gets good vacuum, because I think that's the problem why it wouldn't stay running the first time, was there's a gap and it wanted to idle high and all kinds of craziness. So let's see if she'll get some fuel, and at least if she could just idle a little bit, then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. I'll put some water in her and see if it ain't gonna leak and all that crap. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm just playing around, see where she likes it. I feel like she's gonna want to start. Well, she stays running, so I'm really think that we got that water leak, because I think that whole back of that intake manifold had a big old leak. That's why I wouldn't stay running the first time. She's nothing crazy. I mean, she's literally a stock 318. Trying to figure out if it's the original 318. Or if it's somebody stuck it in there. Funny how the date code's about the same though as the car. I need to get up out of here though. Yeah, the date code is the same as the car on the 318. So all I gotta do is just see if there's serial numbers, if it matches. If we have an original engine to this car, that would be freaking awesome, but that's highly unlikely. But you know, you never know. I spy dual exhaust with the quietest mufflers I've ever heard in my life on a Mopar. They usually have a little rumble to them. For some reason, this one does not. Let me get my camera here. Oh, shit. Whew. Holding the camera and doing an oil change. That's a new one for me. Oh yeah, look at that milkshake. Yep. We're gonna have to do 2 oil changes on this bad boy, I'm sure. That's okay. So funny, when we pulled the dipstick on this thing, there was no signs of water in it at all. So that's why I didn't change it at first. And then when I ran it, you see it started to milkshake up. So I'm like, okay, there's water in it. So if I would have known it had water in the beginning, I would have just changed it at the very beginning. But I wasn't thinking there was any in there. Oh well. Alright, so what we're going to do is, since this thing's already, he's going to need one more oil change after this to try to get all the rest of that water out of it. I'm just dumping in any oil I have around here just to use it up. Use this Rotella real quick. Got a little more Rotella, burn up all these. Got some Havoline 1030. It's a nice concoction here. Put our high mileage full synthetic in here from the Toyota. Let's see what the temperature is here. Oh, staying at 190. Oh, right under 190. So you're looking at, let's see. We're looking at 180. Looking at 180 right now. Wow, tail lights work too. That's a bonus. It does sound pretty good back here now, don't it? Got high beam. Nice. Got some high beams. Hitting 190, well, we're still at the same 180, 60, 70, 187 maybe. Man, that is annoying, man. That buzzer, well, that'd be the first thing I'd have to take out of it. Close the hood and pull it out. We ended up, oh, the water pump housing was leaking. So I ended up having to take the front end of the engine off. My buddy Britt came over, gave me a hand on that. It just feels like just a gasket. It's just getting corroded so bad that it was getting real thin. So I just siliconed it really good and glued her up. And she did fine with the gasket. And then the intake, I didn't like how tight the intake was when we first did this car. I almost feel like the heads were shaved down too kind of low. So in return, it was kind of pulling the intake manifold down into the valley. And it wasn't like, I wasn't comfortable with it. So what I ended up doing is taking it back apart and just putting a little thicker intake manifold gasket. It seemed to like it a lot more. And I changed the bolts out and we did an oil change. So yeah, I don't know, that's about it. As good as it's gonna get. One thing I forgot to do is show you guys the underneath of this 69 here. I've discovered that it had some patch panels put into it. You see that? When I do patch panels, if you're starting to cut them out like this, it's like almost, why not do the whole panel instead of just cutting it out, which is fine, you know. If you're just on a small budget, you're still getting rid of a lot of rust, but I like to just do the whole thing, like they Notorious right here, the back of the back seat, you know. No big deal. Just one of the things for this, you know, being just a ratty street car, whatever, cool. But I just like to do it differently, I guess. I guess it all depends on budget. But anyway, nice whopping 8 3/4, and you're not going to be able to guess the bad to the bone gear that's in the back of this thing. 3. Now I'm going to tell you. Oh, is it a 323 sure grip? Nope. 391 sure grip? Nope. 410? There ain't no way. Nope. 276. But that's what you're gonna get with a car like this. This is just regular Joe. So that's a nice highway gear. It won't burn no tires to save its life. Maybe put some water on the deck. You might get lucky. So we're gonna drop it back down. Show you some of the things I did on top. Let's take her for a ride. Let's see what she does. She don't have the gas gauge, doesn't work, so I'm hoping I make it to the gas station. What is nice, it does have disc front. It stops, but not that great. Somebody needs to go through the master cylinder probably on it, and it ain't gonna be this guy. But what we did find out this week is this is the matching 318. I scraped, can you see right here, the VIN. They're always right on the side of the oil pan. I had to call my buddy John Mowat in Alabama, and we started talking about it, and he's like, 318 should be the same as a 340 on a 69. The serial number's on the side, and I'm sitting there scraping the bottom right underneath the head, and it's giving a bunch of serial numbers, but they mean a bunch of different things compared to find out if it's the matching number. So for your guys' knowledge, if you have a 318, the casting number is on the side. It'll tell you if it's a 318, 340, 360, 440, 383, whatever. But if you want to find out if it's matching number on these early cars, you scrape right above the oil pan lip, and it'll tell you, it'll match the VIN, and this one does. So we got lucky there. Transmission, not so much. But you know, can't have everything. It's all good, it is what it is. If you ever want to lower your Mopar, these two nuts, or these two bolts, torsion bar bolts, I usually just do like I think one turn. I've been noticing like 2 times around drops you about an inch, but don't quote me on that. I just kind of, that's my own theory. So I'm gonna go one more turn. Drop this thing down about, I'm hoping about 2 inches, just to give it a more of a nostalgic look, or a better stance, you know. These are nice and loose too. Sometimes you gotta squirt these things. 2. All right, that's all I'm going. I'm not going no more than that. Let's drop it back down and see what she looks like. Brakes are to the floor. Don't know why. It's got good pad on the front. I don't know. Alright, so let's take this thing for a little rip here. Probably just gonna go up and get some gas at the old fuel stop here. I think this thing got old gas in it. Brakes are shoddy. Stops when it wants to. I might be doing double brakes. Ooh, that's emergency brake works. I might be doing emergency brake and regular brake. But we're not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna. This car, man, it's a cruiser. You know, this. I'm not gonna be able to rip a 100-footer for you like I enjoy doing, which is fine. I put all the gauges in it. We're running at a good, I don't know, buck 89. Which ain't bad. 60 pounds of oil pressure. The volts gauge, I hooked it up, it's not doing nothing. So I may change that out. I'd like to see if this thing's charging. That would be nice. But yeah, other than that, man, this was like one of my cars that I could throw a lot of money at. I can make this thing bad. It's got good bones in it. I've never had a 69 Coronet come through the shop. We had a 68, but it was roasted RT. Long time ago. But a 69, you just don't find the 69s. They're not as plentiful out there as you would think, in my opinion, or in the places we're hunting, which is North Carolina here. But you know, smooth car, not bad. I haven't really got down on it yet. I don't know what's up with the brakes. I went through them yesterday, re-bled them and stuff. They just don't seem like they want to play ball. It's got good pads on it. I don't know. It's one of them things, you just got to go through them. Probably change out the master proportioning valve. Looks a little shoddy. You know, that kind of bull crap. Cody, man, he lives down the street, just got a Supra. I gotta go check that out. I'm not a big, like, what do they call it, JDM guy, but I'll get down to a Supra for sure. I've never found one. It's not like I ever found one in the woods or anything. Alright, got about 25 bucks of Supreme in there. Let's see if she likes that. Oh, she's such a dog. I'm gonna cut through this parking lot here. This thing is a dog, man. 318 with a 271 gear. Like, come on, man. What are you gonna do with that? You know what this would be good for? Like a young man who's just getting in the Mopar game and like high school, you know. Nothing that's gonna break the bank, but still wants to start dabbling into these old cars. This is perfect for that. Oh shit. As soon as I start getting peppy, somebody's gonna stop in front of me. You know how that goes. And holding, 58 pounds of oil pressure and holding. Not a bad cruiser, man, to be honest. The front end's kind of like, you know, like not wobbly, it just goes like swaying. That could use a little tightening up. She's coughing. Go to this church parking lot here and turn around. I should have put some water in here in case I get a fire or something. That always scares the crap walkers. No walkers. No whammies. Yeah. Ooh. This is the worst. This thing is a dog, man. It looks cool though. I keep saying that because it's true. All right, made it home. No fires, no wrecks. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that little ride. Hope you guys are too, because this is all you're getting. Hit this crap. All right, we made it. We made it to the shop. All right. Oh, the rocks. It'll burn some tires in the rocks. Ooh. 271, was it 276 gear, boy? That is probably one of the highest gears I've seen in a while in a Mopar, man. Holy crap. 276? Jeez. Alright, so there you have it, folks. 1969 Dodge Coronet, regular 440, regular Joe, trim package 440 that is. We got her out of the yard in Jacksonville, met a decent friend while I did that. He came out to the shop a few times with his Roadrunner. The deal was Brad wanted to drive this car when we got it done. Brad, if it was up to me, man, I'd just drive your bad to the bone 73 Roadrunner. This thing here, man, she runs and drives, but it ain't nothing nostalgic. But if you want to come to the shop and come give it one more test drive, man, have at it. You know where I live. Anyway, found it in Jacksonville. The intake manifold was kind of jacked up on it, leaked water all over like a sieve. Did all that, put our love and special touches to it, cleaned up the interior. Now it's going to go to my buddy Larry, and he's going to do his final touch on it. I think he wants to fix the trunk. And then you will see this one on Marketplace, guaranteed. Look at the New Bern area, New Bern, North Carolina. And if you got to have it, hit us up. We're always down to meet new people. And if you want to buy one of our cars that we rescue, we love that too. That keeps it going. Anyway, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think on this one. I really like this car. I mean, this one, I've almost thought about buying my buddy Larry out on it. But then again, I'm like, I got too much stuff as it is. Let the next guy have it. Because this thing's already set up to be awesome bones, to be a bad to the bone street car. It just needs 318 out of it. Take that rear end out of it. I said it a million times. It's got a great stance. It's got a great color. Maybe put the interior back a little bit original. And you'll have a bad to the bone street car for sure. And everybody gives you thumbs up on it. I don't know if it's the color or what. That's Skittles Mopar colors, man. We gotta love them. Anyway, my name is Brad. Poor Boy's Garage. Let them rip, not rot. Keep on saving them. Don't send them to the crusher. You know we hate that. Until next time, guys, we are out.